Hey, sports card fans, it's John Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. Today, I'll be taking a look at the top 10 PSA vintage baseball card sales on eBay for cards from the 1930s and 1940s for October 2025. For the 1930s, there are the usual Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig cards that make the top 10 list, but there are two cards of Ted Williams that make the top 10. And for the 1940s, there's a pretty good variety of different players that make up the top 10. So let's go see which cards make up the two top 10 lists. Let's start off with the top 10 from the 1930s. At number 10, we have this 1933-36 Z-Nut Pacific Coast League Joe DiMaggio, the batting version in an authentic grade. This one sold on October 20th for $8,056. It was an auction. There were 49 bids. The current VCP average price for an authentic copy is $8,359. The record high sale was $9,600 back in September of 2022 through PWCC. At number 9, we have this 1939 play ball Ted Williams in a PSA 5. This one sold on October 26th for $9,688. It was an auction. There were 45 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 5 is $8,290. The record high sale was $18,000 back in November of 2023 through Heritage. Now, there were three other significant 1939 play ball Ted Williams sales in October. First one, a PSA 3 copy, sold on October 12th for $6,995. A PSA 2 copy sold on October 20th for $4,739. And finally, a PSA 4 mark sold on October 20th for $3,000. At number 8, we have this 1933 Gaudy Lou Gehrig card number 92 in the set in a PSA 4. This one sold on October 4th for $9,895. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 4 is $9,604. The record high sale was $13,420 back in July of this year through Heritage. Now, there was one other significant 1933 Gaudy card number 92 Lou Gehrig for October, and it was a PSA 2.5 copy that sold on October 6th for $6,200. At number 7, we have this 1933 Sport Kings Babe Ruth in a PSA 2.5. This one sold on October 9th for $10,051. It was an auction. There were 34 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 2.5 is $7,044. The record high sale was $12,600 back in March of 2022 through REA. At number 6, we have this 1933 Gaudy Lou Gehrig card number 160 in the set in a PSA 3. This one sold on October 30th for $11,300. It was an auction. There were 59 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 3 is $6,235. This sale here at $11,300 represents a new record high sale for a PSA 3 copy. The previous high was $10,500 back in May of 2023 through Heritage. Now, there were three other significant 1933 Gaudy Lou Gehrig card number 160 sales in October. The first one, a PSA 3 copy, sold on October 27th for $7,200. A PSA 2 copy sold on October 1st for $5,390, and then another PSA 2 copy sold on October 10th for $4,850. At number 5, we have this 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card number 181 in a PSA 2.5. This one sold on October 26th for $11,305. It was an auction. There were 59 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 2.5 is $11,315. The record high sale was $13,100 back in June of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. There was one other significant 1933 Gaudy card number 181 Babe Ruth sale in October. This one a PSA 1 mark that sold on October 30th for $6,400. At number 4, we have a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card number 53 in the set in a PSA 2. This one sold on October 30th for $17,000. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for PSA 2 is $13,131. The record high sale was $18,192 back in September of 2022 through memory lane. Now, there were two other significant 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card number 53 sales in October. The first one, a PSA 1 mark, sold on October 30th for $8,090, and then a PSA 1 copy sold on October 26th for $7,175. At number 3, we have this 1939 Gaudy Premiums Ted Williams in a PSA 3. This one sold on October 27th for $18,525. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 3 is only $1,675. As you can see, VCP's database did not have this sale recorded, so that impacts the average price. The previous high sale was $1,675 back in April of 2014 through eBay. Now, this is a very rare or difficult card to find in PSA. The total population of graded cards in PSA's database is only 27, and this copy here at a PSA 3, there are only 8 that have been graded higher. At number 2, we have this 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card number 149 in a PSA 4. This one sold on October 12th for $21,000. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for PSA 4 is $20,789. The record high sale, though, was $57,600 back in March of 2021 through REA. Now, there were 4 other significant 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card number 149 sales in October. First off, we have a PSA 2.5 copy that sold on October 12th for $16,000. Then a PSA 2 copy sold on October 26th for $11,901. Then a PSA 1.5 copy sold on October 11th for $10,500. And finally, a PSA 1 copy sold on October 21st for $5,900. And at number 1 for the 1930s for October, we have this 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card number 144 in the set in a PSA 4. This one sold on October 8th for $22,000. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for PSA 4 is $20,450. The record high sale was $34,800 back in December of 2022 through PWCC. Now, there were 4 other significant 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card number 144 sales in October. The first one, another PSA 2.5 copy, sold on October 12th for $17,000. Then we had a PSA 2 copy sell on October 27th for $12,750. Then a PSA 2 miscut sold on October 30th for $9,500. And finally, a PSA 1.5 mark sold on October 19th for $7,850. All right, on to the top 10 for the 1940s. At number 10, we have this 1940 play ball Joe Jackson in a PSA 3. This one sold on October 30th for $3,888. It was an auction. There were 49 bids. The current VCP average price for PSA 3 is $4,357. The record high sale was $5,040 back in June of this year through Fanatics Collect. At number 9, we have this 1949 Leaf Stan Musial in a PSA 4. This one sold on October 14th for $3,900. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 4 is $3,438. The record high sale was $6,097 back in March of 2022 through Mile High. At number 8, we have this 1948 Bowman Warren Spahn in a PSA 8. This one sold on October 27th for $4,000. It was an auction. There was only one bidder. The current VCP average price for a PSA 8 is $4,078. The record high sale was $4,427 back in June of this year through eBay. At number 7, we have this 1941 play ball Joe DiMaggio in a PSA 3. This one sold on October 27th for $4,300. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for PSA 3 is $2,355. This sale here at $4,300 represents a new record high sale for a PSA 3 copy and just edges out the previous high sale of $4,200 back in September of 2023 through Heritage. At number 6, we have this 1949 Bowman Duke Snider in a PSA 8. This one sold on October 27th for $4,571. It was an auction. There were 4 bids. The current VCP average price for a PSA 8 is this sale here at $4,571. The record high sale was $8,200 back in April of 2021 through a PWCC listing on eBay. At number 5, we have another 1949 Bowman card, this the Satchel Paige in a PSA 6. This one sold on October 25th for $6,500. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for PSA 6 is $8,777. The record high sale was $11,750 back in June of 2023 through eBay. Now, there were 2 other significant 1949 Bowman Satchel Paige sales in October. The first one, a PSA 4 copy, sold on October 30th for $5,655, and then another PSA 4 copy, sold on October 27th for $4,895. At number 4, we have this 1949 Leaf Sid Gordon in a PSA 8. Now, the Sid Gordon is a short print in the 1949 Leaf set. This one sold on October 31st for $10,500. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for a PSA 8 is $3,892, but as noted, this sale was not in VCP's database. The $10,500 sale represents a new record high sale price for a PSA 8 copy. The previous high was $3,892 back in August of 2024 through eBay. At number 3, we have this 1949 Leaf Jackie Robinson in a PSA 1.5. This one sold on October 2nd for $11,500. It was a best offer. The current VCP average price for a PSA 1.5 is $8,665. The record high sale was $16,999 back in July of 2021 through PWCC. Now, there were 4 other significant 1949 Leaf Jackie Robinson sales in October. The first one, a PSA 1 copy, sold on October 12th for $10,088. Then we had a PSA 2 copy sell on October 5th for $10,014. Then a PSA 1.5 sold on October 21st for $9,000. And finally, a PSA 1 copy sold on October 27th for $7,200. At number 2, we have this 1949 Leaf Babe Ruth in a PSA 6. This one sold on October 15th for $12,999. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 6 is $9,923, but the record high sale was $17,080 back in January of 2024 through Golden. Now, there was one other significant 1949 Leaf Babe Ruth sale in October. This one, a PSA 1 copy, sold on October 29th for $2,500. And at number 1 for the 1940s for October, we have this gorgeous 1949 Bowman Jackie Robinson in a PSA 5. Now, this also has the NBA gold sticker, and they graded it the equivalent of a PSA 5.5. This one sold on October 6th for $25,001. It was a buy it now. The current VCP average price for a PSA 5 is $11,095. So this sale here for $25,001 represents a new record high sale for a PSA 5 copy. The previous high was $15,600, also in October of this year, but through Fanatics Collect. Now, there were 4 other significant 1949 Bowman Jackie Robinson sales in October. The first one, a PSA 2.5 copy, also a gold NBA sticker, sold on October 19th for $7,156. Then we had a PSA 3 copy sell on October 10th or October 2nd for $5,600. A PSA 2 copy sold on October 30th for $4,665. And finally, a PSA 3 mark that has Robinson second base written on the front, sold on October 5th for $2,750. Well, there you go, the top 10 PSA vintage baseball card sales on eBay for cards from the 1930s and 1940s for October 2025. As always, would love to know what you think in the comments about the cards that made this month's top 10 lists. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.